You're on mute. There
I'm
you go.
sorry.
There you
Sorry.
go.
All right, I'm here. Roll call. Council President Goslin.
Here.
Council Vice President D'Amico.
Here.
Councilman Messier.
Here.
Councilman Licciardi.
Here.
Councilwoman Williamson.
Here.
Participating communities: Town of Coventry, Town of Situate, City of Cranston, City of Warwick, Town of West Greenwich. We have a quorum on record. Minutes of the previous meeting. Resolved that the minutes of the December 15th, 2020 Town Council meeting, acting as sewer commission, is hereby accepted.
You may want to move the resolution.
Move the resolution.
Second.
Move the second. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll take a roll call vote. Councilman Licciardi?
Yes.
Councilman Messier?
Yes.
Councilwoman Williamson?
Yes.
Councilman D'Amico?
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Okay, reports. Plant managers report.
Good evening, everybody. Harrison Songolo to present the December 2020 monthly report. We had an average inflow of 8.6 million gallons a day that came into the facility, and the minimum daily flow was at 6.3. CBOD percentage removal was at 98, and the total suspended solids was at 97% removal rate. Again, the total nitrogen is monitor only since we're out of the permit season. The total phosphorus removal was at 0.44, with a requirement of DEM being at 1.0 milligrams per liter. We removed and sent to Senegal 609 tons of wet tons of sludge, which translates to 152 tons of dry sludge. There was no sludge sent to the landfill. As in regards to backups, we had 4 blockups in the public lines, being on Phoenix Ave, Winthrop Ave, Maple Ave, and Shortway Drive. And we had 7 blockups in the private lines. The facility did not experience any order complaints, or neither did we get any facility violations. I would like to mention something, the facility's assistant superintendent started working today, so the plant finally has an assistant to work with us and help us run the facility. That's all I had for tonight's report.
Any questions for Harrison?
I have one. Harrison, are you sure we didn't receive any order complaints?
Well,
Yeah.
Candy and I looked at the records and there was nothing showing of any order complaints that came in. We looked around and asked the staff if somebody had taken in an order complaint, did the paperwork and maybe misplaced the paperwork. We did not find any.
I think, and actually I asked that at the sewer subcommittee,
Right,
and I think
right.
maybe there was one in Natick, and we can resolve that and amend this if we need to, but I believe that there was one, and I think I've actually seen the paperwork for it.
Okay,
So,
we didn't see the paperwork.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Next, we have the industrial pretreatment program report.
Good evening, everyone. The industrial pretreatment for the month of December. Roads Technologies submitted their self-monitoring report, and all limits were in compliance with the permit. Warwick Ice Cream, as you recall, violated their oil and grease, and we asked them to retest. The month's testing found that they were back into permit limits with regards to their oil and grease. New permits were issued for Noramco Coventry LLC. They are the company that's taking over for the Roads Technology, who went into bankruptcy. The program also did our annual inspections at Amtrol. Immunex, Amgen, and Bradford Soap. All of these facilities were operating in accordance with their permit, and we found no concerns. With regards to Immunex, they informed us that over the next year, they'll be changing some of their production to another drug pending FDA approval. During the month, we also inspected 5 restaurants. The Boomerang Roadhouse is a new facility in town. The facility did not meet the current regulations, so we put them in a compliance schedule to give them time to maintain their operation while still getting up to speed with the regulations as regard to pre-treatment. Zen Kitchens opened without a permit. As we did our inspections, we found that oil and grease recovery device was not functioning properly. So we required them to submit a plan and to submit the questionnaire, so bring them back into compliance. The balance of the facilities were all in compliance. New permits were issued to Tortilla in the center of New England, in T-Bone Grill in Coventry. A renewed permit was issued to Taco Bell on Bald Hill Road. Working with the e-permitting system that the town has employed with the wastewater division, we received a new permit for a testing lab to be located at James P. Murphy Highway. This lab didn't have all of the information. Plans are progressing and they are developing detailed plans and completing their questionnaire. So in order to keep things rolling, the program did allow the building official to issue a building permit with the restriction that they can only open once a sewer approval has been provided. With regards to new construction, 499 and 501 Washington Street in Coventry continues to complete their construction. JP Morgan Chase Bank, which is in the former Ruby Tuesday site, has completed the installation of their bank. Anthony Fire District continues construction, as well as 294 Cohasset Avenue in West Warwick. Other issues, Tropical Smoothie in New London Turnpike in Coventry did submit the additional information we requested. However, it was still not complete, and the program is working with them to complete those, the application. And finally, a permit change, Wise Guys Deli in West Warwick changed to Wise Guys Deli House LLC without notifying the program. So the program did indicate to them that a change of ownership requires a new permit. So they are working to resubmit a new permit application for the program. And that's all I have for the month of December.
Any questions for Jim? Jim, I do have one. The Roadhouse that you were talking about. Wasn't that previously a restaurant, and did they just, you said they didn't meet?
The program went, excuse me, let me grab the. You're talking Boomerang's Roadhouse?
Yeah.
That is a new facility, there. There must have been a facility in operation there, but they, I believe this is the one when they went and go check their sewer line, it had collapsed. So we put the owner acknowledged that the sewer line, the lateral leaving their facility to the sewer main was deteriorated and needed to be replaced. So we're working with them to put them a compliance schedule, giving them 6 to 9 months to complete the work.
Maybe I'm wrong. Is this the one on Providence Street?
Yeah, it's the old Thomas Ellie's / a million other places.
Joseph's and whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, 293 Providence Street. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
All right, I was just wondering because I know they've been numerous restaurants over the past 10 years, and when you say they weren't compliant, it was kind of shocking.
It had to do with the sewer laterals leaving the building.
Okay,
And so not to stop them from opening up, they agreed to come up with a compliance schedule that everybody can agree to, and they would fix the, make the corrective action necessary, and continue to operate.
Can you clarify what that means if there's no sewer laterals? Like,
Well,
Does
the
that
sewer Jason, the sewer lateral existed, but we found that it to be cracked and started to deteriorate.
Yeah.
So as oil and grease and other use through time, it might leak out or infiltrate in.
gotcha.
So we asked them to correct that. They were more than willing to correct it.
Gotcha.
And so we'll move on with that.
Thank you.
thank you for the explanation, Jim. Any other questions for Jim? Thank you, Jim.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have the Director of Administration report. Year-to-date operating and debt expenses for fiscal year 21 as of December 31st totaled $5,380,899, which is 58% of the annual budget. Fiscal year 21 sewer usage collections through December 31st totaled $4,527,439, which is 66% of the total bill. Of the total collected, 71,379 represents interest. Fiscal year 21 sewer assessment collections through December 31st total 287,447, which is 104% of the total billed. Of the total collected, 1,708 represents interest. Cash and investments through December 31st totaled 3,234,550. For the budget timeline, I know that's coming up and I started working on that. We're looking to do our public hearings on April 20th and May 11th. I know, Dave, this might be a question for you. On the meeting schedule for the town council, they had May 5th, which is actually a holiday. We won't be available on that day. So I didn't know if you were going to have the meeting on the next week or if you guys have talked about it yet.
Is that
Dave,
Rhode Island
that would be Rhode
Yeah,
Island
Rhode Island.
Independence Day, Dave.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure. I just wanted to put that out there. You know, if you are going to switch it to May 11th, that'll be our second public hearing.
Be May
And,
12th.
I'm sorry.
You said May 5th, so that'd be May 12th will be our second meeting.
May
Oh, is it May
4th.
4th? I'm sorry. Is it May 4th? It's the holiday. I don't have the calendar in
May
front of me.
4th is the holiday.
Holiday.
yes.
So May 4th is
Yeah.
a holiday.
So the 11th, you
The
were just
11th.
thinking about Cinco de Mayo. That's what you were thinking.
That comes later. So May 11th. So should I coordinate with Paula? I know Candy's been talking with her a little bit on that.
Yeah, we went back and forth a little bit via email on that, so we'll just coordinate that to the 11th.
Okay. And then go for approval on May 25th. So hopefully it goes according to plan, but that's what I'm looking at.
Thank you.
And that's all I have.
Christine,
Yes.
could you, on your report that's actually attached to the agenda, the interest number is not in that
Yes.
paragraph. Could you tell me what that number is again?
It's 71,379. I
And
apologize for
Could you
that.
actually put, no, that's okay. Could you actually put that in there so
I will,
people
and
have
I'll
it?
send
Thank
it
you.
out. I'll amend
Thank
it
you.
and send it out. You're welcome.
Any questions for Christine? Thank you, Christine.
You're welcome. Next, we have the consent agenda. Resolved that the consent agenda having been posted, all matters having been referred to proper departments and being disposed of or awaiting recommendations, the same is hereby approved.
Move the resolution.
Do I have a second?
Second.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, I'll take a roll call vote. Councilman Licciardi,
Yes.
Councilman Messier,
Yes.
Councilwoman Williamson,
Yes,
Councilman D'Amico,
Yes.
and I vote yes. We have public comment. Any public comment on the sewer? Hearing none.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Ayes have it. Thank you. You
Aye.
have a good night.
Thank you. Good
Thank you.
night.
Night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye.